of our women, and along with Mr. Jerome Canai, is also in there. And the nation has to understand that there should be thousands of folks there in front of Brigdam Police Station demanding the release of those folks, especially the leaders of the PNC reform and those innocent women who were picked up. Thousands of people should have already been out there. Caller, good afternoon.
Hi, Mark. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Mark, this thing it's overbearing. Mark, it's time we start burning down some of this place in Georgetown. The first place you must burn down is Freedom House. Then go to Parliament Building. We have to get up now. We don't need guns. We need butter bomb, and any sort of bomb you can get, just blow them out. We have to get rid of them.
All right.
Oh.
Thank you.
Right.
Good. You see, I had to cut that caller off because people are so emotional. I don't want people to blame me for not cutting people off. I had to cut her off. Anyway, people are frustrated, very, very frustrated. It seems as though we don't have a bright future at all. Parents must be concerned about the kids now going to write common entrance Wednesday and Thursday. We must assure them then that we should keep the peace, but keep the peace where we can allow the kids to go and write the common entrance Wednesday and Thursday, but it doesn't mean then that we're going to give up. There will be other ways of protesting.
Whether or not the children are allowed to write the exams will not be our responsibility. It is the responsibility of the authorities. They're the ones who are supposed to have been ensuring that the demonstration today, that the people were not provoked and were not attacked. In the light of what has happened, there is a new situation on the ground. And as I said, it will be left to the leadership of our people to decide whether or not we will have to sacrifice the opportunity for our children to write the exams. And this is not based on action that we took. It will be based on action that the police and the PPP regime have taken. And so therefore, whatever happens, it is their responsibility, and the blame must be put where the blame is due.
Obviously, to the PPP and the devils within there like Janet Jagan, and even the police force. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mark. I'm calling from Pleasant. Mark, I want them to know that the same regime team, they're having family, you know. And if you can't get to them, you could get to the family. This is what I want them to know. So, they got to done. They got to go.
All right then, thanks. I had to cut the caller off, you know? I mean, if they're getting at our families, and the caller is suggesting, hey, people know where they live. But you see, we don't want to talk these things on television because they may pick us up. And if they pick us up, hell is going to break loose also in this country. Because I am ready to die, and I'm prepared to fight and defend myself, whether it's RoboCop, whether it's Marai, whether it's those guys who have been brutalizing black people in this country, so to speak, like the Marai and the Fraser and all these guys. These are people, imagine you have only a handful of policemen who are brutalizing black people in this country. But look at the guys that are going out killing people, whether criminals or not. You have Marai, Fraser, and RoboCop. What is being said about these lunatics?
Mark, what I can say on behalf of our people is that we will respond. The action that was taken today against our leaders, we will respond. And if they are released immediately, it may tend to mitigate our response. However, it will not ensure that there will be no response. There will be a response.
Do you believe these people are so stupid? Because we understand how stupid they are in terms of governing this nation. And even an incompetent Larry Lewis, who I was made to understand, has an extension of 2 more years. God bless this nation, believe you me. Do you believe that these lunatics that we have running this nation understand then that they must release Mr. Robert Corbyn and the other folks in there? That it's not a matter of if, ands, or but they should, they must, and he should be released with immediate effect, or else.
Mark, let me just say this. The people that's running the PPP are aware that if there is any arrangement where representatives of the other half of the country are in government with them, they will not be able to continue to raid the treasury. They will not be able to continue the corrupt practices of giving all the contracts to their few friends and relatives. And I think that they love money so much. These are people who are known to kill their family for money. They love money so much that they have decided that they would risk attacking some of our leaders, probably have it in their mind that they can probably kill our leaders. and that would bring an end to all agitation for a fair and equitable distribution of the power resources and of the economic resources of this country. That is all we saying, that there must be a fair and equitable distribution of power in this country based on the history, the historical development of this country, and also based on the results of that's on the ground. Now, I think what we have here is a bunch of monopolists, people who believe that they should control everything, and they do not mind killing some of our leaders if they think they can get away with it, to ensure that they can continue to reap the bounty of raping our country, raping the treasury. But I say this again, and I'm saying this on behalf of the People's National Congress Reform, of which I am a national candidate. We will respond to all action that was taken today and any other action that is taken against our people. The die is cast. There is no turning back. There will be no retreat and no surrender.
Absolutely no retreat, no surrender, and by any means necessary, I'm calling on the persons up there, Para Jagdeo, to ask for the immediate release of the leaders of the People's National Congress Reform, Mr. Robert Corbyn or Mr. Jerome Khan. An immediate